Now, if you've played Jammogram, there is a certain chance you have heard of the player Fman122. This player was notorious for the way he hacked people through Jammograms by putting viruses in a gift, and if you opened that gift, it would instantly hack your Jammogram account and you would pretty much lose everything. However, this has always been quite conspicuous because there has been no recorded proof or evidence documenting this actually happening to any player in the game, which begged the question of a lot of people. First of all, is Fman even real? Was he an actual hacker? Did he actually do this sort of stuff? Second off, who exactly was he? If he did actually hack all these people, he had to have had some other alias on the game. And third of all, is he going to ever return on Jammogram ever again? All three of these questions and topics I will be covering in this video. So let's get started with who exactly was Fman122. Starting us off here, let's talk about who exactly was Fman122. Fman122 was another player known as Abracadabra Alakazam, which was banned in the past for breaking TOS of Jammogram, which if you don't know who this person is, I will be talking about them later in depth a bit later in the video. But for right now, Fman122 was rumored to hack people through Jammograms just by sending them a Jammogram with the text attached, "Thanks for playing with me," all the way back in 2013. Now, unfortunately, there was actually no real documentation of this ever happening. Every single video on YouTube of someone claiming to be hacked by Fman is just a Jammogram glitch, whether they got a gift in the daily spin and they opened their Jammograms before actually opening their rare prizes, or they opened their Jammograms before receiving their diamond, because back then you got a diamond every Tuesday. And how that actually distributes is through Jammograms, but it doesn't actually open your Jammograms. But if you open your Jammograms first, it will give you this default "Thanks for playing with me" Jammogram card. And not to mention, it is all glitched out, which is pretty fair to see why people thought it was Fman's Jammogram. But unfortunately for us, this is not actually Fman's Jammogram. Now let's move on to if Fman was actually real or not. Obviously, I just finished off the last topic saying all the proof and evidence of Fman122 on YouTube is not real and it was just glitches, and there really has been no documentation of him hacking anybody. Was he actually real, and did he actually hack people? The simple answer: yes, he did. Now, what way he actually hacked, which is currently unknown if it was actually through Jammograms or not. However, I've been told that he used a variety of methods, such as using hacking programs, third-party programs, password crackers, that kind of things, to hack other people's accounts and use exploits within the game. And for this, I'm going to be referencing a video Bepper made a couple years ago where she actually talked about her experience with Fman122 in-game on Jammogram. In her video, she pretty much says that she was in a den with Fman122 full of other people, and she was pretty much taken to a different den with only Fman122 in it, as if the den just changed, and nobody else could be seen in the den, only those two people could. And it is important to note Fman was obviously a non-member, and he switched his den to a member den. At the time, you could only have one den as a non-member, and for seconds, you couldn't lock people out of your den at the time also. So something like this happening isn't just a glitch. This is obviously the use of third-party programs, if Pepper is telling the truth in this video. But I think a lot of the time, if people are asking if Fman is real, a lot of people will say either no or yes and just fabricate what he actually did, like the rumors around him sending Jammograms and viruses through Jammograms, which he obviously didn't do. Now, earlier on in the video, I did reference a person named Abracadabra Alakazam, which was the real identity of Fman122. That was his actual main account, which he was also known for hacking on this account, strangely enough. And there's tons of documentation of him actually hacking other people and other players out of some pretty big items nowadays, like beta eyes. Back then, beards were also rare, gazelles were also rare, mech helmets were also rare. Those kind of items that were few of a kind, he would be hacking off of everybody. And I'm assuming he just used a password cracker back then. Now, finally moving on to if Fman is still around the game nowadays. I bring this up because I do actually get this questioned a lot actually because of something I will get into now. Okay, so first of all, we all know those new jammers going around pretending to be Fman122 with these fake Fman122 usernames and variants are obviously not the real Fman122, and they're just trolling or just trying to scare people for items or whatever. What I really want to talk about is people that are able to actually get the Fman122 username. Now, I want to talk about illegal usernames in another video like this one in the future, so I will pretty much just generalize it for this explanation in this video. Pretty much they are able to take a invisible character and put it in their username by using a character that isn't a part of the Animal Jam game's font, so it will show up invisible. And with this, they can get pretty much any username. They can get inappropriate usernames even sometimes, but it's just all up to the mod approving the username. And sometimes Fman122 will, you know, be approved as a username and people will go around trolling as it. There's a couple videos on YouTube of people actually going to Fman122's den, but it's obviously not the real Fman122. Abra or Fman122 hasn't been seen around the game since 2013, 2014 after he had been banned, and it is fair to say that he isn't going to be coming back anytime soon or at all. There is a lot of rumors of where his whereabouts is nowadays. Some suggest that he has passed away, which I obviously hope isn't true, and most saying that he just moved on from the game. However, his true identity of who Abracadabra Alakazam was, or Fman, the person behind it all, is still unsolved to this day, and what marks this video as the unsolved mystery of Fman122.